Hi, Dean Casmenta here. Just spent a brilliant weekend with my children. Nothing adventurous or anything like that. It was probably 2 days in the backyard. You know, really just doing simple things. We built a new garden and put in a new water feature and new lights and all this sort of stuff. And we did it together, both my son and my two daughters. And I don't know, it's those simple things, I think, that really are the most valuable in our life, I believe. And anyway, I think even as I'm talking about it now, I start to feel a bit teary. Today, being a Monday, I always drop off my children to school, and I dropped my daughter off first, and I'm always interested to see how she reacts. You know, after not being surrounded by other kids, you know, over the Saturday and Sunday, and how did you go about, you know, making your way into the crowd or into the group of children, and I just watched her, and she's so happy, just, you know, in her own skin. She's so content just about being herself, and doesn't care at all about wanting to be liked by somebody else, or, you know, wanting to try and fit in. Probably a little bit different to my son. But as I watched her, I reckon maybe I stood back and watched her do her thing as she does. I probably did, maybe it was only probably a minute, and I don't know why I did it, but all I was filled with, and I suppose all I'm filled with now, is just this great deep sense of inspiration, and you know, it's almost like tears of inspiration and tears of joy as I look at my daughter and see just how strong she is, and just how, I suppose, honoured I am to be her father, and how privileged I am to have a daughter like her, and obviously like my very youngest and my eldest boy. But it just made me think about, you know, the challenges that we have in life, and the challenges that I personally have in my life. You know, you've heard me say before that we have just as much challenges or voids in our life as we do successes and supports, and you know, when I think about those challenges that I have, and when I think about perceived voids, for me, it's just about remembering, you know, why I do what I do, and linking everything that I do to the most important things in my life, and that's my children. You know, I often say that the quality of our questions really determine the quality of our life, and when I ask myself, you know, how is spending time with my children of direct value and benefit to me and business, or how is valuing my children of direct value and benefit to me, and I take time thinking about that. You know, I almost always start to sort of well up with tears, and it's not tears of sadness. It truly is. You know, it is all inspiring, and you know when you're inspired is when you get those. You know, you see people, don't you? You know, whether it's a business feat or a physical feat, or it's a sporting feat that someone's overcome. You know, and they're welling up with all these emotions and that's inspiration right there. You know, they are totally inspired, and you know, I think remembering what truly is important to us, remembering what we really do value, and linking that to anything in our life, allows us to be inspired in everything that we want to set out to achieve. Even if there are areas in our life that aren't as inspiring as let's say for me and my children. So, you know, I think it was just such a humbling experience, and so simple, you know, but yet so powerful to remember what really is important and to link those things that are important to the areas in our life that we want to become more inspired in, and we want to get greater results, be it in business, relationships, or our health and fitness. And it's really, really, really simple and so interesting. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. I really do hope you have a great day, and that the week is as amazing as you want it to be, and that you go ahead and find value in everything, be it positive or negative. Okay, you take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.